This is so confusing.
Mr. Ambidextrous here.
This is so confusing. Like, even with the map. This is the worst thing ever.
So, David, when I'm filming my reviews, like, I don't always have the record button on.
Yeah.
You gotta get a software that just, like, captures the last hour, and if it's good, you'll go back and you'll just mark that area, and then, like, it'll capture from that point till whenever you tell it to stop. So if you get into a lull, you know, like this.
Well, I just check the audio peaks, like,
Yeah.
when I'm talking, and then if there's not much going on, I just cut that chunk out.
Oh. That's a good way, too.
God, this is the longest thing ever.
I know, I hate this.
I
It's
hate
like,
it.
it's not fun.
What? This is the most fun.
I bet it would be fun back in the 80s, like whenever you had a weekend and you were like really dedicated to this, but this, like, I don't know. There isn't really a challenge, it's just tedium.
Yep. Well, hey, we found the next section of the game, Act 4.
A farewell to
How many
arms.
acts are there?
You're in
Do you think?
Athens? I'm gonna say 7.
I bet there's 13. Oh, there's more mazes later.
Hooray!
Oh my god. Look at this maze later. That one I just went through that took forever, you know?
Mm.
That was this. And then later on, there's this. And then the next floor is this. And then the next floor is this. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 acts.
Well,
We're on Act 4.
I mean, we don't even get the nudity in this game. At least it would be worth it. Like, Golgo fucks all these ladies, and we don't even get... We get, like, a far-away shot of them embracing, and that's it.
No, I have gotten here before. I
We're
remember
in
this.
Greece.
I remember this level. Did I kick that dude? I do remember I made it here, and then maybe I gave up. I didn't finish it. I know that for a fact.
I've never beaten this game. I only beat games, like,
Ugh.
that had, like, something
play?
cool about them that I liked. Like,
Yeah.
there's a couple of them that I did attempt, like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, just for the novelty of it, to say that, okay.
I tried playing that game. I did not get very far.
What's odd is, like, I played it a long time before AVGN, like, broke how bad it was. I mean, it's not like it was a secret. Pretty sure anyone who played it, there's nobody touting, that's my favorite game. Like,
Maybe Phil
I
Hatley, right?
I bet the developers remove their names from the credits and, like, don't want to associate themselves with it, but
That's my favorite game.
I need to work on my channel first. I had this idea of bringing Hatley back, like, after I built an audience with Hikikomori. Just tested it out there. But Hikikomori, like, I wanted to focus more on analysis and, like, do the things I've wanted to do for a while.
Are you gonna analysize this game?
Oh, no. I mean, like, a lot of the NES games, there isn't a whole ton out there to analyze.
This is based on an anime, right?
Yeah, I mean, like,
manga, whatever.
When I do my analysis, I try and find out a bit about the development studio, or at that point, I've already played other games by the same team. And one of the fascinating things I like doing is, like, finding where they've reused assets from other games and, like, you know, like, little behind-the-scenes stories, if I can scoop those up and create a history of.
Oh my god.
About the Parthenon.
Yep.
I am! Holy shit!
Wow. I guess the rest of the city just isn't around it.
Yeah.
Just out in some field.
You gonna talk to me?
This game is getting kind of boring.
And, I mean, it was boring. Like, I thought there was going to be more sniping sections, but... what the fuck?
Well, I take that back.
Can I not? Oh, is I gonna say?
Is this like, whoa?
What the hell?
It's turning into like thing.
What?
The thing with the.
Ga.
Whoa!
Popeye?
Sorry, I can't focus. It's turning into Austin Powers. What is? Okay, Mr. Rocket Launcher Man.
I went from enemies that just crouched and shot to jump kicks and rocket launchers.
in one screen. It reminds me of the chick from No One Lives Forever. I mean, no one dies tomorrow.
No one played No One Lives Forever.
Is that the name of the game?
No One Lives Forever 2.
Is that the name of the game where you're that chick in the 70s or whatever?
Yes, it's the second one.
I liked it, the first one.
No, you didn't.
I did. It was actually pretty good. I mean, now I'm sure it'd be pretty crappy, but at the time it was a pretty decent first-person shooter.
Time Splitters. Play that.
Oh, man. I love Time Splitters, too.
Time Splitters Future Perfect with the cat. That
I never played the third one.
there was like a taxidermist cat, and you could remote control it.
Yeah.
And every time it moved, it was like, it's so ridiculous. Like
They need to bring that series
Future
back.
Perfect is the most ridiculous first-person shooter of all time. It was made by the original GoldenEye team too.
Oh, really?
Both Time Splitter, all of them. Do you know who Dionysus is the god of?
Is he the god of wine?
Yep.
The god of drink?
He's the god of wine and the god of vegetation.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI. I know, because they teach myth. teaching, so. I'd like to just teach a mythology class, but they don't offer anything like that.
They don't have mythology anymore? I had 4 mythology courses.
Yeah, they cut that stuff.
Because it's not on the map?
There's no more map. There are standardized tests.
Right, there's the Common Core stuff.
It's so stupid.
So, are you having a blast yet?
Blast.
Is this your new favorite game?
I wouldn't play it again.
Not at all?
I mean, like, the thing is, I'm 26. I'm thinking about how I'm going to play all the rest of the games I'm ever going to encounter in the rest of my life. So I got to start prioritizing what's worth my time.
This one's not high on your list.
It's not worth my time.
Maybe the second one's better. Is that Frogger Street above in the ceiling?
Mr. Duke Togo
Is that his name? Dogs of the AMS.
Yeah. Is that from?
What?
Dogs of the AMS.
From House of the Dead. Or House of the Dead 2. When it's like Goldman sitting at his desk.
The Uwe Boll films?
What?
The Uwe Boll films?
No.
I
saw that. It was the worst.
The only good part was where they like made a music video where they spliced in clips from the game.
Really?
And it reminds you of something better.
Dude, did that tell you where to go? I wasn't paying attention.
We should do an Uwe Boll review of like every video game adaptation.
Like the Dungeon Siege movie?
I've never seen that, but Postal was the best film he's ever made.
Really? I never saw it.
Postal is hilarious. I mean, it's not too funny. It's kind of shit humor, but it's better than most of the things he's made.
Didn't he do a... well, there's a bunch.
He did like House of the Dead, Far Cry, Blood Rain.
Blood Rain, that's what I was
Dungeon
thinking of.
Siege. I had a Blood Rain poster on my door for a
You know,
long
those
time.
games were actually pretty fun. I'd like to play those on the show sometime.
I've never played one, and I own the first one.
It's
I got
good.
it. I got it in a lot with Ghost Hunter, and that was the game I was after.
No, I can't remember if it's the first one or second one that I played a lot, but like you could chop people like their body parts off and everything, and each one is like physics based with all these like arms and legs flying everywhere, like you're chopping up Nazis and stuff. It was pretty cool.
I know there's like a 2D side scroller that they recently came out with.
What's that?
Cigarettes.
Okay, sweet.
So I just smoked. That was it.
Best game. You know, what?
All right.
Well,
What do you want me to do about it?
just tell some random guy. This game.
So when I was in Chicago, I ate gyros 3 days in a row.
Well,
We stayed in Greektown,
yeah.
and there was this place called Mr. Gyros, and we ate there every day.
I probably would have too.
It was so good. We also ate like Chicago dog.
Yeah.
We ate like Italian beef sandwiches at Ditka's.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Ditka has this place. Like, I guess it's like Will Ferrell's like favorite place to eat or something.
I haven't been to Chicago in a long time. I've only been there once.
Why were you there? Driving through to Wisconsin?
No, it's we were there just on some family vacation in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just went and hung out there and did like the touristy things, like went to all the museums and stuff.
Yeah. We went to the fountain for Married with Children. We went to the harbor.
Yeah.
Just chilled at Lake Michigan for a little bit. It's pretty dirty.
Yeah, I like Chicago. It's a neat city.
Yeah. We just rode the train up there to go see one of my favorite bands, Slow Dive. They reunited after like 20 years.
How long was the train ride?
Well, it was longer than it normally takes. It's supposed to be around 10 hours, so we like left in the early morning and we just like nap. You could nap, or you could go on you can go in the food cart and hang out, or there's Wi-Fi on the train, so you can fuck around there. But, you know, I mean, mostly napped and...
Oh, I think it was expensive to go down to Dallas because the way Dallas went, first you went over to St. Louis.
Yeah, that's where it goes. The Amtrak goes
Yeah,
to...
but I mean, going to St. Louis and then up to Chicago makes sense. Going to St. Louis and then down to Dallas doesn't make any sense because it's the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And it was a 2-day thing. Like, you had to get a sleeper train and sleep on the train because it was like an 18-hour trip or something.
Yeah.
From Kansas City to Dallas. And it was like $200 a ticket or something.
We paid like $140 a ticket or so, and like
It would cost like $30 in gas.
to get up to Chicago.
Yeah, it's the same as down to Dallas. It's the same distance.
It wouldn't cost $30 in gas. You only fill up once.
Like $100 max.
To and fro.
Yeah. 2 tanks of gas.
I'd rather ride the train and not have to focus on the road the entire time.
Well, then I would have driven the whole time.
Pay a little bit more and then...
That's like quadruple.
Quadruple for who?
Because everyone has to pay.
Okay, everyone. I see what you're saying. I don't know. I just don't like driving for long stretches of time.
It doesn't bother me.
Well, because you drove from northwest all the time.
Yeah. The worst is going over to Denver, though.
Why?
Because it's just a straight line for like 8 hours with nothing to look at.
I'm planning to drive to Des Moines this summer.
No, Des Moines is not too far.
Yeah, I just wanted to check it out. Go to the state fair. They have like all sorts of insane foods there.
Like deep fried butter?
They have deep fried butter. They have like bugs and stuff on pizza. They have any like deep fried Mountain Dew, like stuff that's should kill you.
Yeah.
I also wanted to check out, you know, like where the original town where Twin Galaxies was.
Yeah, that's not by Des Moines. That's it's in like southeast or eastern central Iowa. It's like a 4-hour drive from here, I think.
Oh, okay. But
it's probably like an hour or two out of Des Moines, like east.
Regardless, I just wanted to go to Iowa. I've been through Iowa, like it's a flyover type of thing, but I've never been to as a destination.
It's a lot like Missouri. Oh my god.
I don't know, everyone I know is moving up to Seattle.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm not.
Ugh, this is impossible. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Done! No argument here.
No argument here. I'm playing and I'm like, I'm not having a good time.
It's no Mega Man Legends.
It's no fun. There, Golgo 13. A lot of people like it. I'm not one of them.
I like sections of it.
Yeah.
I think it's 1/8 a good game.
1/8 a good.
And the 1/8 is the sniper sections. But even in this one, they're not that good compared to Moffat.
Yeah.